Can't hear CRN. Hey, Hutch, can you hear that? Hey, Hutch, can you hear that?
I can hear you.
Okay.
Are we on?
The commercials are on right now. Yeah, I can now. I'm a little bit too loud. Let me turn that down. Testing, 1, 2. Hey, Hutch, let me get a level for you real quick.
Yeah, testing, 1, 2, 3. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Level, check.
Okay. Hey, CRN, can you turn that up a little bit? Well, no. Okay. That's good. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, we're getting ready to go live. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show. It is a great evening. Today is the 21st of April, and I'm glad to have you with me here on the Wayne Dupree Show. I'm your host, Wayne Dupree, and we are broadcasting live through CRN Digital Talk on throughout the nation, as a matter of fact. We're also bringing it live on the Right Side Broadcasting Network and Spreaker. That is our home away from home. For those that are listening, those that are sharing, we thank you so much for hanging in there. We are tonight, we are opening up the phone lines 202-733-6951. 202-733-6951. Now, I do want to let some of you know, some of you are probably watching us for the first time, and some of you have been watching us all week. We've been going back and forth with our clock. We now have a radio clock. We're trying to reach out to some radio stations throughout the nation, and usually they're on clock. So guess what? We had to conform to that so that they can say, hey, you know what? That is a good show. We need to pick that show up. And for any of those radio stations out there, we have a really great show, especially on Friday night. We're able to reach out and talk to Americans here. And let me bring on. Let me see if this works. Let me bring on Hutch Bailey Jr. Everybody's talking about they can hear him breathing in the phone. So let me bring on Mr. Hutch Bailey Jr. out of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. What's up, Hutch?
Hey, good evening. I couldn't tell if I was muted or not, so I figured I'd make some noise.
I did. I did. I was like, well, let me go ahead and mute him because I don't want everybody to hear you call. So what's up, man? How you doing? You on the road?
Hey, I'm out here in the middle of Raccoon Creek State Park in Hookstown, Pennsylvania, out in my pop-up studio, all alone.
Pop-up studio, ladies and gentlemen. Hutch Bailey Jr. is in his pop-up studio. We are here in the bunkers in Baltimore, Maryland, and we're going to be taking your calls tonight. Once again, 202-733-6951, 202-733-6951. Craig, well, not really a whole lot of news today, was it? I don't think it was a whole lot of news today.
No, not a whole lot. Just continuing to snowball from days ago with the Bill O'Reilly thing, and now some of the women are starting to show up, and it's starting to get interesting. But we'll see what happens. Yeah, really, it's actually already happened.
Yeah, I really don't know what's going on with that, and maybe somebody, maybe a female can call up tonight and tell me, why does it take so long for a woman to out a man of big status, especially if they do you wrong? Maybe you can call and let me know, because I really don't understand. I didn't understand when I was growing up in church. Some of these women used to talk to men, or talk to the pastor, and all of a sudden, she's having an affair with the pastor. I really didn't understand how that went on. But we're going to be talking about that, and we're going to be talking about some more later on. But you're listening to the Wayne Dupree Show. Hutch Bailey Jr. is, we do have just audio, so for him tonight, he is on the show. We're going to take a break, and we're going to come back. We're going to have more of the Wayne Dupree Show. We'll be right back. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are on break right now. Hutch is in my ear. What's up, Hutch? You still there, right?
I'm still there. I had my mic muted so we didn't have another catastrophe, though. Exercising a little broadcast discipline.
Yep. So we're going to open up the phone lines. You can talk about anything you want to with us. 733-6951. You can talk about anything you want to with us, and we're going to try to answer it the best way that we can. All right. We talk about anything tonight. And like I said, I'm throwing it out there. If you want to call in, you want to explain to me, why do women hold off for years in coming forward if some male does something to you for years? Maybe somebody can school me with that. I don't get it.
You know, that's the exact question that Sarah Palin asked about it.
Yeah.
Because apparently she made it seem like maybe she was uncomfortable when she was there, and maybe that's why she wasn't there anymore. Now, she didn't say that, but it seemed like it when I was listening to her. It's like she said exactly what you just said. Why do you women stay there and take it all this time?
Come back. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Wayne Dupree Show. I'm your host, Wayne Dupree. Our phone lines are open, 202-733-6951, 202-733-6951. And I also have my co-host, Mr. Hutch Bailey Jr., the Godfather of War Radio, Mr. Hutch Bailey Jr.
Good evening, Wayne Dupree Show audience. A beautiful Friday night.
Before we went to break, I've grown up in situations where I have known of pastors that have taken huge falls because of women that they have been with other than their wives. But it was kept so quiet and the women never said anything, you know. And I see it a lot in TV. I see it a lot in TV. And during the break, Hutch was reminding me about what Sarah Palin was talking about last night. She did look uncomfortable when she was talking about it, but she didn't throw anybody under the bus either, you know. And let me also say, and I've been hounding Jake Tapper on this too. You want to ask Sarah Palin about the environment over in Fox News for sexual allegations? Why don't you talk about the racist the racism charges that you got at CNN? I mean, y'all don't want to talk about that though. You got 20 to 30 black employees that are suing CNN, and I'm not being quiet about it, Hutch. I'm not being quiet about that.
Hey, there you go. You know, this is what the Democrat Party legacy is. Mm-hmm. I mean, you can never forget that. You can never forget where the KKK come from, where Jim Crow came from. You know, where the arguments against the civil rights movement every time it turned around, every Voting Rights Act. I mean, they have a documented history. Yeah. It amazes me that they're able to get away with it and get so many black votes. It blows my mind. Every election cycle, it blows me away. You got Maxine Waters out there, you know, living like a billionaire, mm-hmm. and her district has real pain in it.
You know, Stacy is in the Spreaker chat room, and she brought up something that I wrote an opinion about this morning. Jason Chaffetz is resigning from the House. He surprised a whole lot of people. He surprised a lot of people with that, and he shocked me too, because the president had given him the green light to go after anything that he needs to for oversight, and now he's resigning.
He got a visit.
Yeah,
he got a visit. They popped open that manila envelope, that manila folder, and say, "Hey, that's you, isn't it?"
Yeah, I mean, Chaffetz was asked, "Was there a scandal coming?" And he did not answer. Well, he answered it, but he answered it as a politician. Well, I mean, if they had something, they would have came out already. Not really. I mean, and then that's what go back to what I was saying before. 202-733-6951. 202-733-6951. That brings me back to my original question. Why do women take so long to come out? Matt from CRN says money or fear. How fear? I mean, Hutch, fear?
I could see. Yeah, you could see it. Some of these guys are ruthless, man, and I mean, I don't agree with it, but I could see how that could happen. How somebody could scare somebody else into it. I mean, they scare a guy out of Congress like Jason Chaffetz, But I don't know. I think if you're going to do it, do it. Don't wait so long. And then, I mean, some of those jobs that these women have had were pretty high paying jobs. It could have been for that reason,
Right. Let me go to the phones and let me see if some of these people want to talk about it. White women wait to talk. Okay. White women wait to talk. Go ahead. Caller.
Hello.
Go ahead. You're live. Go ahead.
Yes, it was why women wait to talk.
Man, Google is killing me, man. Tell me, why do women wait to talk?
Well, from my own experience, I'm a 62-year-old woman, and when I was young, I've been in the medical field my entire life, and when I was young, I was intimidated by some of the doctors I worked with because they were doctors, they were knowledgeable, and they had that presence about them that was intimidating for me as a young woman. However, I never fell prey to them because I did have a sense of self. And I think some women, when they're young, they're flattered. These men are, they're celebrities, and they're flattered by that. And maybe they think that he's really interested because they are young. And then when they get older, they realize they were had. And so they, come forward with it. That's just, my own observation.
Right.
I never did anything I regretted, but I could see that happening.
Right, I understand. Well, and look, thank you for calling in and sharing that with me. I'm really not really confused, but I'm really, I'm like, what is doing this? But look, thank you for calling in. Call back next week.
Okay,
all right.
Thanks.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to bump into another break we got coming up right now. But when we come back, we'll have a little bit more time to go into the subject and talk a little bit more about this and more, answer some more phone calls here on the Wayne Dupree Show. My name is Wayne Dupree. My co-host is Hutch Bailey Jr. He's mobile tonight, so bear with us, and we'll be right back. You can't hear, right? The caller?
I can barely. I wondered if there's a way you could turn it up on the iPad or something, or
nope.
I'll just have to struggle and try to hear it.
So you can't hear.
I can hear it, but it's real faint.
Okay.
I can't hear the commercial, but I can hear the caller, but it's real faint. Let me see if there's anything I can turn up on my end.
I might have to get another cord to go into the iPad that has 3 rings, because right now it's 2 rings.
Yeah.
Man, I got so many cords around here, you would think I was Radio Shack East.
I know. I'm inside this camper. It's a fire hazard.
Nets fan in the RSBN chat room said, I don't think Chaffetz ever accepted Trump after that tape.
I don't know. He's like those guys in the intelligence gang of 8, man. They got out. Some of those guys are in their 50s, man. There's no way. Something happened with Chaffetz.
Right. Right.
You know the background on him, right? He tried to be a Secret Service agent, and they got all that information, and he failed. And they were like blackmailing him for a little bit, and then the story went away. But I don't know what all they got. I do know that they really go deep into your background.
Somebody said turn up the volume. Guess what, ladies and gentlemen? The volume tonight on the mixer. Oh, we're back. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Wayne Dupree Show. I'm your host, Wayne Dupree, along with Hutch Bailey Jr. What's up?
What's up, Miss Hutch Bailey Jr.?
Oh, just enjoying my evening, waiting to get into these subjects.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I don't even know how we jumped on this. Well, I guess it was the Bill O'Reilly thing because who is that? Sexual Chocolate came out too now?
Yeah, hot chocolate or something like that. Yeah,
man, whatever. I don't believe that more than I can shake a stick at it.
That one lady, like I was telling you, she had Gloria Allred on one side and Kerosene Maxine on the other side. Just a little flaky.
Yeah. Okay, well, Sexual Chocolate. Oh wait, what? Dark chocolate? What is it?
Something Stacy knows.
All right. Yeah.
Stacy was writing about it on Facebook.
Okay. Well, this person came out and they had some type of love chocolate for some type of chocolate city for.
I was going to say something,
Bill
but I didn't.
O'Reilly. So I mean I don't know, man. I don't know. Look, Bill O'Reilly. I did a little segment on it last night. I think it's. I honestly, I'm at peace because number one, I never watched him. So, I mean, I've seen segments and I've seen him straddle the fence on many things. And he isn't a conservative.
Absolutely not. Not a conservative. Entertainer, but not a conservative.
Somebody from CNN or somebody from MSNBC was like, Bill O'Reilly's not a conservative. Yeah, we know. I mean, so we don't care. Fox News has always said that they were fair and balanced. They're going to put. I mean, look at Shep Smith. Shep Smith is still on there, and he really belongs on CNN.
Yes, she does.
Yeah,
I mean that's something that he lost me. He lost me with the floods in Louisiana when people were up on the bridge on the interstate. He was like, "Oh, the humanity!" Almost started crying. I'm like, "Man, come on! What are you doing? Are you reporting this or?"
Yeah, he's a flake. He's a tinker, Bell. But let's see. What do we have here? Let's see. Mr. Michael Horn just sent me a message just a while ago. Made me feel good. Mr. Michael Horn is listening to the show, so the sound is good on the CRN side, Spreaker side. Don't know what, and I know it looks good on the mixer. So I don't know. Let's take this one. Let's take this one. Wants to talk about the Republican Party. You're on the line. Go ahead. You're live with Wayne and Hutch.
Hi. Okay. Hi, guys. This is Sue in California. You know, it's an interesting subject that you brought up earlier about women, and there are a lot of variables to that. But I wanted to ask you guys your opinion on the Republican Party. Do you think we are ever going to come together? I just feel we're losing so much valuable time pushing ahead, whether it be healthcare, taxes, and whatnot. But I just get this feeling that here we are in control, and we're not moving forward. And I'm worried we're going to be stalemated, and nothing's going to happen.
Right.
And all of our efforts getting Trump in will be for naught. And that it upsets me with the party. It's like, weren't they ready to go? And what do we do to push things ahead? So that's it, guys. Take good care.
Thank you. Now, Hutch, were you able to hear that?
Yes, I was. I was able to do some things. I listened to it on Spreaker, but
okay.
I think the main thing that a lot of people don't realize is that there's a lot of people in the Republican Party that are really in the Democrat Party, and I know that sounds funny, but it's a uniparty. They're on the same team.
Yeah.
Wayne can tell you that this is something that they don't want anything to happen.
No, they don't.
So the people that were
as long as there's a stalemate, as long as there are issues, they get paid. You know what I'm saying? They get paid. They can run to Hutch and say, Hutch, listen, Wayne wants to bring this bill to the floor, but we'll hold him off for a little bit. But he wants to bring this bill to the floor, but can you do this? And then they'll come to me. Look, Hutch don't want nothing to do with the bill. As a matter of fact, he called your SOB and stuff like that. So, I mean, they're playing both sides, and I guess that's where the lobbyist people come in. I don't even know how a lobbyist works, but they're playing both sides. They don't want government to work, but to answer her question, Republicans probably will never come together because everybody wants to be right.
And a lot of them are crooked. I mean, I said it before. If Obamacare would have needed 7 Republican votes to pass, 7 Republicans would have voted for it.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you that dead serious. This is something that the U.S. Chamber of Commerce, the insurance companies, that's who funds these Republican campaigns.
Right.
And they were told, and there's a brave group of them out there, the Freedom Caucus, and there's other ones that my heart broke when everybody started jumping on them, because these are the only honest ones. It's just the way it is. I mean, it's not good.
That's good. Yeah, I haven't even touched it. I even had somebody from the Trump campaign unfollow me because I was speaking up for the Freedom Caucus.
Whatever.
Well, not Trump campaign, from the Trump team, but that's okay though. That's all right. Our heart's in the right place. We're trying to fix we're trying to fix the country. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, we have a longer second half of the show, and I also want to thank everybody for calling in. Stay on the phone lines. Christine, you're up next. Thank you for holding on. You're up next here on the Wayne Dupree Show. 202-733-6951.
I got the Godfather War Radio, Mr. Hutch Bailey Jr.
waiting in the wings right now. But it is a beautiful time. Listen, if you want to support the show, go to patreon.com/WD show. Patreon.com/WD show. I got a new video up there about Tommy Lauren and Glenn Beck. You don't want to miss that. We'll be right back. All right, we're on break. Liberty Health.
What's up? What's up, RSBN? What's going on, Brandon?
Some people on RSBN are saying that that their sound is fine. So, some people on RSBN are saying that their sound is fine. So, the way I look at it is, some people, some people need to turn up their volume on their speaker.
Yeah, go in there on your control panel, make sure your properties all your levels are good and all that, but you knew that already. It's getting a little chilly out here in the mountains.
And for those that are just watching us for the first time on RSBN, during the breaks, if you're listening to us on our radio app, and it's also sounding good on CR. Well, I knew it was going to sound good on CRN. If you want to hear the breaks and the commercials and stuff, you can listen through our Spreaker app and also on Spreaker.com. You can download our free app in the Android store and the iPhone store. Just look for the Wayne Dupree Show. Now, here you get to hear behind the scenes. Hutch might call me a name. Y'all might laugh. and there you go.
He got on me because I only ate 2 hot dogs.
He only
Called me a wimp.
Yeah,
Called me a wimp.
You should have seen it. Look, we are men, okay? There needed to be 3 freaking hot dogs on that grill. Hutch only had 2.
Well, they weren't really hot dogs. They were a little bigger than hot dogs. But
no,
I did.
They look like Vienna sausages, man.
That's some nasty stuff.
I know. Yeah.
Man, I saw a guy one time. He just passed his weight control thing. He was a little hefty. And he just passed it. He was so happy. He had a slide rule out. He figured all the body fat up. He said, yeah, I made it. Mm-hmm. He finished that last Vienna sausage off, and they weren't in the can. Ugh. They were in a little jar. And then he drank the juice, man.
What? You mean that jelly?
I'm like, oh, man.
Oh, that's old school right there. Matt,
yeah, it is.
Matt even called you a lightweight from CRN. He said, yeah, you're lightweight. Only 2 hot dogs. Okay, here we go.
There we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Rush Limbaugh, and he plays music like this, by the way. Sign me up. Never stop. Okay, so thank you for tuning into the show. It's Friday night. We're taking calls tonight. We're taking your calls. 202-733-6951. I got the Godfather War Radio, Mr. Hutch Bailey Jr. on the line. You can talk about anything you want to tonight. Bring up anything, and if we don't know about it, we will definitely look into it over the weekend. Isn't that right, Mr. Bailey?
Absolutely. If I have a hot dog with mustard in one hand, a hot dog with mustard in the other hand, we're going to figure it out.
He only got 2 hot dogs. Man.
That's 2, but I had some potato sticks and some baked beans. Back to you.
Oh, okay. All right. I'm hungry right now, by the way. So, yeah, look, Matt said excuses, man. Excuses. Okay, we got Christine who wants to talk about the video that she sent. I took a look at the video briefly, Christine, but you're going to have to explain it real quick. Go.
Good evening. Hey, Hutch, you're going to have a straw for that whiskey soda while you're holding those 2 mustard-covered hot dogs. So you can drink your drink. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can. I don't know if Hutch can hear you. He probably's not listening on Spreaker right now.
Oh, darn. Well, anyway, I'm calling in regards to that
whiskey soda. What?
Okay. He has a slight delay, but he just heard the whiskey soda.
I'm saying, Hutch, you're going to have a whiskey soda with a straw in it while you're holding those hot dogs, so you can have your drink. Anyway, the point of why I'm calling is I sent a video yesterday. There was a situation that happened in Sioux Falls, South Dakota, that actually I didn't even know about it. It had been going on for 9 days, or 9 days later before the public heard about it, where a Muslim man who was from Sioux Falls entered the Worldview Christian Conference in Sioux Falls with a Quran, and they asked him to leave because there was not supposed to be any videotaping inside, and he was live streaming while he was in there. And then he went out to his car and was live streaming on Facebook and brandishing multiple weapons and talking to people through this Facebook video saying, you people need to be afraid, you need to be effing afraid, you need to be effing terrified. And nobody said, there was nothing on the media, nothing about this until yesterday.
You know what? Actually,
it really made me mad because that man was not arrested.
Actually, Christine, I did see the video on another website, and now but thank you for sending that video. I watched that video today, and I watched him. He had like 6 guns, Hutch. He had like 6 guns, and he was loaded to the hilt. And just like Christine said. Just like Christine said, he was like, be afraid, and then he showed another one, be very afraid. Then he showed another one, you need to be afraid. He had some artillery in the car. Now I'm sure he got arrested. Somebody had to have arrested him because he had to have gone home. Christine, I'm sure he's not still sitting out in the car.
He was approached by the police. He was let go. He had a concealed carry permit. He is a legal United States citizen. He was let go. The prosecutor in Sioux Falls, South Dakota, is refusing to press charges. The man has not been arrested. As of today, he still has not been arrested. This happened on Palm Sunday. And the video that I shared with you, there is another link. I shared it in the in the RSBN chat. It's from the Worldview website itself. It's the special report they did on Monday. It is the man who was actually there telling exactly what happened. There was a senator there, a state senator, and another official that was in the conference attending the event when all this went down. And so I talked to, according to this second video that maybe you haven't seen yet, the church itself, the Christian conference, decided to keep it quiet out of the media. That's what I'm trying to share as part of this, because they were still having to go to Wisconsin for more events. So, but the first 24 hours after this event happened, he couldn't even get a police report to be filed so he could have a report number in order to be able to take it to his lawyer. And when I talked to my congresswoman this morning, she's known about it since it happened. And she doesn't think she can do anything about it. And I said, aren't you our senator? Don't you represent our state? Anyway, my point is that he has still not been arrested. It is still not on our local news around here. We're in South Dakota, for God's sakes. It's this little old South Dakota, and people didn't know about it till yesterday.
You know what? Honestly, he must be one smart cookie, because a regular person would have probably thought that he was threatening.
It sounded like a terroristic threat to me.
Right. You know, with him saying be afraid, be very afraid and stuff. But then again, if you look at the original video doesn't specifically point to he's going to go in there and do this to the church. He was talking to his video Facebook page saying, you know, be afraid, be very afraid, and, you know, yada, yada.
The Stephanie Geller page that I sent to you is only a portion of it. I will send you in a Facebook message, Wayne. I'll send you the other video, where he is actually giving a play-by-play of exactly what happened, what he went through. When he got to Wisconsin, Green Bay, Wisconsin, the FBI was waiting for him to protect him. I mean, they took it seriously, but the local people in Lincoln County, where this all happened, is refusing to press charges.
All right, well.
So I just wanted to tell you thank you. And I have a message for you. I had a second phone conversation this morning, about an hour and a half long. Wayne, your brother from another mother, Ken Crow.
Yeah, that's right. Old Mr. Crow of the Tea Party. Yeah, that's right, Miss Christine.
And I can't remember. You call him something, a horse's name of some sort. Secretariat.
Yeah. He is a character. As a matter of fact, he was instrumental in bringing Sarah Palin to Iowa for when the Tea Party was just a big beginning. So, yeah, he's a real smart dude. He's a real smart dude.
He's a friend of mine.
A good
He's a friend of mine. So
yep.
I'm supposed to tell you hello.
Yeah. Well, you tell him.
Say hi.
Yeah, you tell him. You tell him I said hello back.
I will.
All right,
but
dear.
I would like you guys to follow this thing closer. Hutch, you in Norway dig into this thing that's happening in Sioux Falls, because what I'm getting at, what I've been warning people about, is they're going to start going after small town USA because they think it's not going to happen here.
All right.
So look into it, would you, please?
Thank you, dear. You know what? There's something that happened, and she's possibly right about the gun thing. But for the last couple of weeks, I've been saying that the Muslims were going to get into the legislation. You remember I said that?
Oh, it's true. It's happening already.
It's happening already in Minnesota, I think it is.
Hamtramck in Michigan. Hamtramck has a city council that is controlled by the Muslims.
First woman Muslim, let's see, senator. Was there a senator?
No, not yet.
No, state congresswoman.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see, Minnesota, that's what it is. Minnesota just elected the country's United States first Somali American Muslim. She could not get her constituency. The Muslims didn't want her in there. So what did she do? She went to the white people. And she got elected. And she got elected on the white vote. Not playing. Not playing. And
you know, you got to watch these people that Keith Ellison is from Minnesota, Minneapolis, St. Paul.
Yep.
And he said that their goal is going to be to do this. That is their goal, to recruit more Muslims to come into our government. We better wake up fast, folks.
Let me tell you something too. Let me add something to that. I think they are changing to a point, Hutch. I think they're changing to a point, but they're not changing their religion. They're changing to a point because they see that this country, over the last years, have been pushing women. So they are getting some of these women to run for these offices, just like this Somali Muslim right here. There's no good that's going to come from this. This is Sharia law. They just found another doctor in Detroit or Michigan that was doing the genital mutilation.
Female genital mutilation, absolutely.
Another one.
And I mean, I listened to this story of the person that was part of the story and said that they would walk by this clinic and hear the young girl screaming.
Yes. And
coming out of the clinic.
And his wife was holding the little girl's hands. As
savages. You have to call them what they are.
Exactly. Ladies and gentlemen, we're getting ready to take another break here on the Wayne Dupree Show. 202-733-6951. 202-733-6951. I want to give a shout out to Mr. Derek Johnson, who is the official voice of the Wayne Dupree Show. Hutch, we will be back after the break. Yes?
Right on.
We'll be right back.
Right on? Who says right on?
You did.
I know. This is tough in this new studio. I can't hear myself.
Ladies and gentlemen, I just got finished before the show. It's like a good 8, 9, 10 minutes of my breakdown of Tommy Lahren and Glenn Beck. You need to go and check it out. I don't watch either one of them. I don't have a dog in the fight on either one of them. And as you know, I just use common sense. So when I approach it, I'm going to use common sense. No bias, but I want you to check it out. Go to patreon.com/WD show. You'll find it entertaining. I think you might. But at Patreon, we get our little groove on. We bring you content there just for you. And if you want to contact me on a regular basis, you can do it. You can donate $1, $5, $10, $20, $50, $100 a month so that we can take care of our radio show. We can take care of CRN Digital Talk because we're trying to go to 2 hours. 1 hour is not enough. You know that. 1 hour is not enough. So we're trying to do that there. And, you know, we're also trying to raise some money to go to some of these conferences. They get ready to pop up. They're getting ready to pop up. So patreon.com/WD show. Patreon.com/WD show.
Now, like if it's over $1,000, then you probably want to go to Hutch Bailey Jr. at P.O. Box 9. Good cause, ladies and gentlemen. We're moving on up, moving ahead. getting used to the new systems. We appreciate you coming back every night. We really do.
Okay, here we go. Sitting
And now
back in my
here's Wayne.
What about it do? We do it.
Is that Al Jarreau or Stevie Wonder?
That's Stevie Wonder right there. That's Stevie Wonder.
A little Al Jarreau.
Woo! That's what I'm talking about, baby. All right, welcome back to the show. This is our last segment, as a matter of fact. But 202-733-6951. 202-733-6951. For those that were not privy to what I was just talking about just a while ago, I'm going to say it really quick. I'm also have my co-host, Mr. Hutch Bailey Jr., on the line with us right now. He is not in the studio. He is abroad. He's out in the wilderness. He is working on...
What am I working on?
I'm trying to work it out, man. Hutch Bailey Jr. is working on his mission out in the wilderness right now.
I'm out here with all my friends.
He is the animal
one coffee cup.
He's the animal whisperer. He is out in the woods. Is it dark out there yet?
It's dark it's dark. It's real dark. And I forgot to turn the gas on before the show, so it's getting cold in here too.
They're gonna find him in the morning holding on to his mic out in the front seat of his
Trying to get in the car, can't get in the car.
They're gonna unthaw him in about 50 years. They're gonna wake him up. This is the way this is Hutch Bailey Jr. the way of the Wayne Dupree Show.
Hutch Bailius Maximus.
But no, for you on Spreaker and those that are listening on CRN, we really appreciate you tuning into the show. We are raising money for the show, actually. We're raising money for the show, and we're raising money for our website, and we need your help. Patreon.com/WD Show. We have private content for subscribers. You never know when we're going to put stuff up, but we put stuff up there for you. It's not seen on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube. One of the things is we moved to that model because YouTube has been stripping conservatives of making money on YouTube. So we decided that we were going to do that about a month and a half ago. We decided we were going to do it. I'm trying to get to 50 patrons by the end of this month. Right now, it's April 21st. I think we have 23 patrons. So, we're looking for 27 more. And there are different levels. You can give $1 a month. You can give $5 a month. Actually, it's 24. You can give $10 a month. To help us continue doing our work. And you can subscribe and you can unsubscribe at any time that you want to. But again, that's patreon.com. I'll put the link in the Spreaker chat. Patreon.com/WD Show. It is to help us with our show. We're trying to go to 2 hours, and that is an additional cost. But we're trying to do that. We need your help. If you have if you would like to sponsor us, you got a whole lot of perks with that. Okay, you got a whole lot of perks. Basically, you are us. Well, actually, everybody is that right now. But if you want to sponsor the show, you have the golden key to the kingdom. You just can't tell us what to say.
Yeah, it doesn't work.
That's nice.
You get unpatreoned. But we love you.
We do love you. We do love you. And we know that you love us too. So thank you for, once again, for those that have given to us in the past. If you can, do it again. Do it on a monthly basis. And as a matter of fact, when you sign up, you can give a one-time donation. It doesn't have to be on a monthly basis. You can give a one-time donation. I think I saw that in there. Let me go to our our Arizona call right here. There we go. Oh, there. Oh, yeah. Okay, it did it. Patty.
Oh, Patty?
Yep.
Yes.
All right. Go ahead.
Are you talking to me?
Yes, ma'am. You're on the line. Go
I
ahead.
got to tell. All right. I was calling in about the first subject about why women wait so late.
Yeah, talk to me.
And but while I was waiting, you guys just made me laugh so hard. And from someone suffering from depression, I just got to thank you.
Oh.
I really do.
Oh, well, thank you so much.
But no, it took me actually 28 years to actually come to terms with what happened between a counselor/minister I went to for marriage counseling. And it's a fear of someone being in power, a fear that someone will always blame the woman. However, these high-profile cases, they have high-profile attorneys to actually represent them. Now, back when it happened to me, if another person in that church had come forward, I probably would have too, to back them up. But it took me that long, and it took therapy to actually realize what had happened because of the shame and guilt. So that's just my experience with it.
Okay, so shame and guilt. Okay, all right. I mean, I can understand that. I can understand that.
Because it went against everything that I believed in.
Right. Hutch.
It's shame, sure. I mean, especially in a relationship like she was talking about, where you really have trust for the individual, such as in a church or whatever setting. I mean, that's devastating. And you could see, about the high-powered attorneys, they go deep, man. They even look at what Hillary Clinton did to that. I know this isn't the same, but they really take the character of the victim and put it on trial.
Yeah.
So I could see that too.
Yeah. Oh, thank you for understanding, both of you, and I so appreciate you getting me to laugh. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for holding on to talk to us. We really appreciate it. Don't let this be the last time you call in, okay?
Oh, wrong. I called in the other night about my daughter that had been murdered, and so I just am going to keep listening to you guys because you're almost like therapy yourself for me.
Well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
Glad you got a giggle out of it. Have a good evening.
You are giggly though.
Go watch some comedy or something.
You are giggly, fresh. You know that, right? Hutch.
Who, moi?
Yeah.
I'm giggly fresh.
Yeah, you're good. Yeah, you're giggly fresh.
Okay, if you say so.
Yeah. I mean, you bring it, man. You bring it.
I'm just on my mission.
I know you are.
Just I heard that snort too, man. Don't try to hide it. Don't try to hide it. You got nasal problems, man. Don't choke. Don't start coughing or nothing.
They were calling you out at the beginning of the
I
show.
know they were. I thought I was muted.
Mr. Freeze. we got New Jersey. New Jersey's on the line. Go ahead, New Jersey.
Hello, Wayne and Hutch. How are you?
I'm fine. How you doing?
I'm doing good. I called because I called you a while ago about being a Trump supporter and then being called a defector and jumping off the Trump train and all this stuff. So I called you today because I actually got kicked off a Women for Trump Facebook page today. And why did I get kicked off? Well, because someone brought up the fact about this Anthony Carrazone from Media Matters, what he did to Bill O'Reilly. So they said, you can't put that on this page. This page is about Donald Trump. It says Women for Trump, not Women for O'Reilly. Well, the person tried to explain, and then I chimed in that O'Reilly and Angelo Carrazone from Media Matters has to do with Trump. Because if anybody who pays attention, they know that he went after Glenn Beck.
Right.
Then he went after, eventually, O'Reilly. He vows to go after more. But more importantly, he is behind Trump.
Well, I tell you what, and thank you for your call. I had to let you go, but we will look into that. Hutch and I will look into that, and we ask you to call back next week so that we can give you a little bit more time. Hutch, how can people reach out to you on social media? Real quick, go.
I'm Hutch Bailey Jr. on Facebook, Berg's Eye View on Twitter. Have a good week.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back on Monday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time here on the Wayne Dupree Show. Thank you for tuning in, and don't forget to check out, if you want to know where I am, just follow me on Wayne Dupree Show, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. Y'all have a great weekend. We'll talk to you. And also, don't forget to support us at patreon.com/WD Show. We really hope, or we really need your help. Thank you for subscribing, and God bless everybody. Y'all have a great weekend. Once again, Hutch, later.